open, runners are sent on their way. Wijdan flew out like a bullet, is going to lead them down the back straight, and Wijdan goes on and picks it up. Looping round runners on the far side is Queen of the Ring. That looks to get into contention early. Dropping into third then is Zambezi Rapids. In behind that, Tree of Wisdom's got a nice posse about 5 lengths off of the leader. Jericho loops round runners and will try and get a handy position towards the front. Towards the back of the field then is Mornington Sheila, races alongside Little Miss G as they pass the 1100 meter marker. Queen of the Ring, headstrong, and goes up to lead them here. Queen of the Ring by 2. From back in second is Zambezi Rapids. 2 deep off of Zambezi Rapids is Jericho. Coming in between runners is Wijdan in the club colours all blue. Further back then to Tree of Wisdom. Mornington Sheila is towards the back of the field. Races alongside Lil Miss G as they prepare to swing right-handed now. They'll have 600 metres to go, and it's Queen of the Ring who's now held together. More composed now as they drive down to the home straight. In behind that in second is Zambezi Rapids. Wijdan will go in for a rails run. Alongside that will be Tree of Wisdom, as with 400 meters now to left to go. It's now down the center. Zambezi Rapids who quickly picked it up down the center. Queen of the Ring is right up there. Also between them is Wijdan as they drive up now to the final 300 meters. All horses in with a chance at this stage. Zambezi Rapids down the center. Flying up late is Little Miss G. Zambezi Rapids. Wijdan on the inside of runners continues fighting. Wijdan strikes the front from Zambezi Rapids. Zambezi Rapids comes back for more. Zambezi Rapids goes on and scores. Zambezi Rapids wins. Second will go to Wijdan. Third will go to Lil Miss G. And Tree of Wisdom will get fourth.
That's the running off race 5, a novice plate over 1600 meters, won by horse number 2, Zambezi Rapids, Diego de Gavea. Quick double for you. Did you enjoy that one?
Yes, definitely. I mean, on paper, I made him my best ride of the day. I'm just glad he duly produced, and I think he's a smart individual. He's still learning all about it. When he goes at 18 or 2000, I think he'll see the true Zambezi Rapids. But today he blew me away, the manner in which he won the race, and well done to Mr. Kieswetter. Lovely to ride a winner in his silks.
Well done to you.
Thank you very much. Just before I leave, well done to Mr. Swanson, Mr. Swanson, the whole team, to Mr. Kieswetter again, to the whole team behind the scenes, and to my sponsors, Eco Simply Solar, and just to Wesley. It's unfortunate that he can't be here today. I know he's battling with a bit of a knee injury after the fall that he had, so get better, Wes. Thanks.
Well done to you. That's Diego de Gavea, winning rider there. Nice to see you back again.
Yeah, nice to be here representing the Kieswetters, Highland Stud, who's been racing. What an outstanding run for them. I mean, Debs and Kirk have loved this horse from the day it arrived, and today it showed how good it really is.
Absolutely. Did you have a bit of a heart attack there towards the end? Seemed to be fading, but found a second wind and won well.
Yeah, it seemed to find a second wind and a third wind. They came back at it 3 times. It was unbelievable. I think probably sign of a good breeding. Son of Dynasty, outstanding for the Kieswetters. Well done.
Brilliant for you, and as well, you'll get a winning voucher, $50 coupon from Moore's World of Sports to bet upstairs. Hope it's going well for you up there.
Yeah, outstanding day, and I'm sure the Kieswetters will be happy with that. Thanks very much.
Brilliant, well done. There you headed from the representative of the winning connections of horse number 2, Zambezi Rapids, Diego de Gavea Road for the Kieswetters. And the provisional results are not out yet, the final result rather. So we'll give them to you as soon as they come in. But provisionally, horse number 2, Zambezi Rapids, finds the winner's box in the 5th here at BORROWDALE. Stand by for the main event of the afternoon. That's the Moore's World of Sport Ipitombi Stakes over 1600 meters. That's coming up next.
Meters, gates crash open, runners are sent on their way. Wijdan flew out like a bullet, is going to lead them down the back straight, and Wijdan goes on and picks it up. Looping round runners on the far side is Queen of the Ring. That looks to get into contention early. Dropping into third then is Zambezi Rapids. In behind that, Tree of Wisdom's got a nice posse about 5 lengths off of the leader. Jericho loops round runners and will try and get a handy position towards the front. Towards the back of the field then is Mornington Sheila, races alongside Lil Miss G as they pass the 1100 meter marker. Queen of the Ring, headstrong, and goes up to lead them here. Queen of the Ring by 2. From back in second is Zambezi Rapids. 2 deep off of Zambezi Rapids is Jericho. Coming in between runners, he's Wishdom in the club colours all blue. Further back then to Tree of Wisdom. Mornington Sheila is towards the back of the field. Races alongside Lil Miss G as they prepare to swing right-handed now. They'll have 600 metres to go, and it's Queen of the Ring who's now held together. More composed now as they drive down to the home straight. In behind that in second is Zambezi Rapids. Wishdom will go in for a rails run. Alongside that will be Tree of Wisdom, as with 400 meters now to left to go. It's now down the center. Zambezi Rapids who quickly picked it up down the center. Queen of the Ring is right up there. Also between them is Wishdom as they drive up now to the final 300 meters. All horses in with a chance at this stage. Zambezi Rapids down the center. Flying up late is Little Miss G. Zambezi Rapids. Wishdom on the inside of runners continues fighting. Wishdom strikes the front from Zambezi Rapids. Zambezi Rapids comes back for more. Zambezi Rapids goes on and scores. Zambezi Rapids wins. Second will go to Wishdom. Third will go to Lil Miss G. And Tree of Wisdom will get fourth. Right, we now have the result for race 5 here at BORROWDALE Park. The novice plate run over 1600 meters. First place went to horse number 2, Zambezi Rapids. Second to number 7, Wishdom. Third to number 4, Little Miss G. And fourth to horse number 1, Tree of Wisdom. There were no scratchings, and it's all clear to pay on numbers 2, 7, 4, and 1. Going on to race number 6 here at Borrowdale Park. It's our feature race here. It's the Moores World of Sport Ipitombi Stakes, a listed event to be run over 1,600 meters, and the off time for our feature race is 4:10. The opening betting for the Ipitombi Stakes is the favorite horse number 1, Pegson, the winner of this race last year, is the favorite at 17-10. Number 2, Farik, 7-2. Horse number 3, Yaraman, is 2-1. Number 4, Kingston Passage, the outsider in the party, is at 18-1. Number 5, 3 to Tango, is 5-1. And number 6, In the Mood, the only filly in the lineup, is 12-1. So the favorite here for the Ipitombi Stakes, horse number 1, Pegson. Last year's champion, older horse here at Borrowdale Park, out to redeem himself in the Ipitombi Stakes once again. Closely matched in the betting by stable companions, horse number 2, Farik, and number 3, Yaraman. Those are your top 3 in the betting for the Moores World of Sport Ipitombi Stakes to be run over 1,600 meters. And the runners for the big one here at Borrowdale Park, the Moores World of Sport Ipitombi Stakes, have now made their way into the parade ring, headed out by horse number 1, Pegson, a winner of 6 of his 25 starts, racing in the colours of Alistair Ackers, Gary de Jong, Grant Littleford, Spencer Murray, yours truly, Adrian Neidham, Paul Ruggs, Stephen Shutt, Scott Buchan and Neil Evans, and the winner of the Ipitombi Stakes last year, out to redeem himself. Horse number 2 is Farik, a winner of 7 of 35 starts, racing the colours of Genghis Goxel, Dion Sampson on board the old man. Once again, they get on really well, these two old boys. Number 3, Yaraman, yes man, Yaraman. Number 3, also in the colours of Genghis Goxel. Henny Kraling knows him really well. A winner of 6 of his 18 starts, a new kid on the block. Number 4 is Kingston Passage, having a go at 1,600 meters, racing the colours of the Kiswetters and Richmond. Kevin Dury on board, a winner of 4 of his 15 starts. Number 5 is 3 to Tango, racing in the colours of the Shepherds, the Bonthroffs and Comedies. Norbert Takawira rides him, a winner of 4 of his 13 starts to date. And completing the lineup for the Moores World of Sport Ipitombi Stakes is horse number 6, In the Mood, a 5-year-old bear mare, racing the colours of John Comedas, pickup ride here for Diego Digaveo, and Diego's on a hat-trick here at Borrowdale Park. The only filly in the lineup, a winner of 9 of her 24 starts. And that's your field, a really cracking good field here at Borrowdale Park for the Ipitombi Stakes. Once again, wait for age conditions here at Borrowdale Park. So a good racing lineup here as they make their way around the parade ring for the running of our feature race here. Off time once again, 4:10. Right down in the parade ring, it looks like the jockeys are getting on board their respective mounts for today's feature race there. You can see Matthew Thackeray getting on board Pixon. Dion Sampson to ride Farik. Henny Kraling to ride Yaraman. Kevin Dury on board Kingston Passage. Nova Takawira and 3 to Tango. And Diego Digavea on board the filly In the Mood. So these runners will be coming out on parade shortly at Borrowdale Park, where they'll parade in front of the grandstand before making their way down to the 1,600 meter mark. That is 1,600 meter mark for the Moores Wilder Sport Ipitombi Stakes. And if you're looking to get a strike on, you can strike with Moores. Like I said, they've got big prizes this afternoon, and they've got a bit of soccer a bit later on, so there's always a chance to get on. Just make your way to one of the 58 shops. They're located countrywide, from Bytridge all the way to Bulawayo, across the country to Mutari, back to Harare. As the runners come out on parade, horse number 1, Pixon, Matthew Thackeray on board. Number 2 is Farik and Dion Sampson. That's the stable companion. In fact, Yaraman and Yenny Kraling to wear a white cap. So once again, a white cap on board Yaraman. Not to confuse us with Farik. Next to come out on parade is horse number 4, Kingston Passage. He'll make his way down to the 1,600 meter mark. And there goes Pixon and Matthew. Next to come out of parade is Farik and Dion Sampson. He races in the number 1 colors of Genghis Goxel, followed out by 3 to Tango and Nova Takawira. And Diego and In the Mood on their way down to the 1,600 meter mark. Going past the stands is Yaraman. That just leaves us with 3 to Tango and Farik. And that's your lineup for today's feature race here at Borrowdale Park. That's the Moores Wilder Sport Ipitombi Stakes, a listed event over 1,600 meters. So complete in the lineup, 3 to Tango and Farik.
All right, just